It is here that Durnford found precisely what he'd been searching for. Just below a small incline, dozens of refugees were tending to their cattle. This gave Durnford the perfect opportunity to swoop in and seize the moment.
With 1 officer, 1 sergeant, and 33 rank and file of the Carbineers, and a few bassettos, I had once formed them across the mouth of the pass. The natives in charge of cattle already in the mountain flying in every direction. Possibly there may have been 100 at the outside, about half of whom were armed and shooting weapons.
Durnford strategically positioned his men to prevent the refugees from easily escaping. He summoned his interpreter, the man appearing. Then they approached the natives. He called for their leader, and a hesitant man appeared, someone middle-aged, the strange man expressing that he was their chieftain. Durnford ordered the chieftain to assemble his people. Once they did, he delivered his ultimatum. He assured them that if they submitted to British rule, they would be treated fairly.
My interpreter was recognized as one of Mr. Shepstone's attendants, and the Induna thanked me in the name of the people, saying they would all go down and tell my words to the tribe, who were not aware of the good intentions of the government and were afraid.
When the chieftain turned his back, ostensibly to inform the tribe of the offer, men began taking cover behind the rocks scattered across Bushman's Pass. Durnford took command of the Carbineers on the left. Both these Carbineers and the Basutos advanced. He heard shouting now, echoing, dozens of men appearing in the distance. Most were armed with spears and surged forward, prompting Durnford to order a brief withdrawal. He led his Carbineers out of the pass and up onto the nearest hill. There were gunshots now, too, natives firing old, wildly inaccurate muskets. But more of the enemy appeared, shouting, stabbing, shooting, using the rocks to help screen their movements. Even worse, he noticed the Basuto's troops had all fled in a massive panic, leaving his right flank exposed. His force was now in grave danger of being encircled. Many of the Carbineers began to flee at the sight, but a handful remained, staying close to Durnford, following his orders, some even losing their lives to protect him. An act he'd never forget. But the disappearance of his Basuto's troops greatly angered him, because he knew that even if they were surrounded, his force had sufficient firepower to repel such an attack. But his men's inexperience led to much confusion and panic, leaving Durnford with one option: retreat.